all the new dreamers who stopped by Dawn Dares to Dream today to see what we're all about. Well, let me give you a brief summary of my purpose here on my channel. My goal is to help adults to dream again. As we go through life and take on our different roles and responsibilities, we tend to put our dreams on the back burner, and my goal is to help us pick those dreams back up and to pursue them again. Well, today, dreamers, is Happy Hour Friday! Happy Hour Friday! Yes, it is. And you know I love my Fridays and I love my happy hours. So today we are actually going to make a whiskey maple syrup sour. And I thought this would be a good cocktail to make. It would be a definite good whiskey cocktail. And I've never had it before, so let's try it. So let's go ahead and get started. As you know, it's the month of September. And the theme for September is vision. And today I thought I'd take a moment to describe how vision relates to purpose. Through this entire series, I have been saying vision is the plan to help you implement your purpose. And I'm not sure if everyone is really understanding what I have meant by that. So I'm going to take time to clarify that thought for you. And as I clarify the thought, we are going to make this cocktail. This cocktail is going to be very, very simple. Let me go ahead and tell you what's in the cocktail. So we are going to put in some whiskey bourbon. I'm going to also add in some ground cinnamon. And we're going to use some maple syrup. And I'm just using the pancake syrup that we use here. And then we're going to add in the juice of 1 lemon. And of course, I am going to sugar the rim because I think it'll help accent the cocktail very well. Because we aren't using any simple syrup in this cocktail. We are using the maple syrup as the simple syrup with a different little flavor or kick to it. So I think this is going to be a really good introductory whiskey bourbon cocktail for someone who doesn't typically drink whiskey bourbon like myself. That's why I'm making it. Well, let's get into a little bit more about how vision and purpose are related. Now, with our purpose is something that we're born with. It's who we are. It's the mark to leave on this earth. Purpose doesn't have anything to do with, how do I say this? Purpose doesn't tell you how you're going to actually execute it. You just know this is who you are and this is who you've been, and you have made this impact on people, places, or things, and that's your purpose. At least you feel it's your purpose. Now, how vision comes in, vision is the thing that you see on a grand scale that shows you the method in which you will implement your purpose. So I've said previously that there are levels to us implementing our purpose or living our vision, because as we go along, we are being challenged, or not necessarily challenged, but let me say we're learning lessons as we go along that are helping us to live our purpose through the vision that we have been given. Now, the vision shows us the how. Like, for instance, when I was a little girl, I saw myself speaking to people, masses of actually other little girls. And I was on this grand scale, which meant to me now that the impact that I'm going to have is going to be on a larger scale, on a larger level. And that's why I saw it that way. And I didn't see myself singing. I didn't see myself building a home. I didn't see myself caring for animals. You know what I mean? Like, the vision showed me how I was going to impact the world, which was through my purpose. And it was through speaking and motivating people and inspiring people through through my words. So I knew that it was going to be, somewhere where I was speaking, and I knew I didn't want to be a preacher, okay? Because I grew up in church and I just didn't want that responsibility. So I ran away from the whole thought of it being in a religious setting. But I'm still meant to implement my purpose, and my vision is still true. It's just in a different venue, but it is going to be me motivating with speech masses of people, because that is what I'm doing today. But like I've said before, vision starts where you are on the smaller levels. So prior to me having Dawn Dares to Dream, I lived my purpose through the friends that I had, the support that I gave them, the advice that I gave them, but it was still through speech. It was just one-on-one kind of situations. And it has grown from the one-on-one now over many, many years to Dawn Dares to Dream, where I am on a global platform. And this is not the only app that I'm on where I am speaking and in hopes to motivate and inspire people to live their dream and to accomplish their goals. But this is a massive scale, but it's not a in-person massive scale. So it's still on a lower level, because it's training me to understand what my voice is, what it is that I want to say, how it is that I want to inspire. And I'm learning that now. Do you understand? So then it continues to grow. So your vision is the overall ginormous thing that I keep saying that you have seen or you have heard that you are to do. You've either thought it yourself, and or it's been coupled with confirmation from other people. And that's what happened to me. I had a vision of myself, of seeing myself over masses of people speaking. And then I had, while I was a kid, young girl in church, different, I'm going to say ministers that would come and confirm what my vision was. Now, these confirmations scared me so intensely that I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. And I ran, because remember, I still was in my own turmoil. I still wasn't whole. I still was going through a lot of negative experiences in my life that I didn't even know how to deal with. So my vision was very intense and very on point. But at the same time, I said, how am I supposed to implement these things when I am still living in turmoil myself, and I have not come out, and I haven't blossomed, I haven't been birthed into this newness as of yet? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in the liquid for the beverage in the cocktail shaker. And you always know that we start with ice in the cocktail shaker. So you have your ice, correct? Yes, you have your ice. So we're gonna add in 1.5 ounces of this Evans Williams, and it says Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. And that is why I constantly say that. I believe there is whiskey and there is bourbon, but then there is whiskey that is made in the style of bourbon. And that's why this one is called bourbon whiskey. Now, I don't know what regular whiskey I have just had, but I'm telling you, this bourbon whiskey, these drinks I've been making, they have been really, really good. So we're gonna add in 1.5 ounces of the bourbon whiskey, or the whiskey bourbon. So that's 1 ounce. And then the top here, the little half, is the 1/2 ounce. We're gonna also add in 1.5 ounces of the actual maple syrup as well. So let's start with 1 ounce. There we go. Then we're gonna do 1/2 ounce. There we are. And we're gonna add in the squeeze of 1 lemon. Now you could actually add in lemon juice yourself. You know, the pre-packaged, already squeezed lemon juice if you choose, but I like fresh. So we're gonna go ahead and add in some fresh lemon juice here. And you know, this is going to give me, this tool here is going to give me a lot more juice than I would if I was just squeezing it. That is why I purchased it. I got it on Amazon actually. And it's like the most wonderful thing ever, because if you saw my first videos where I was trying to squeeze those limes for my fajita marinade, it was very, very difficult. So now we have that. And then we're going to add in a couple dashes of cinnamon. Now I'm just using the cinnamon that, I think this is by Fiesta. But whatever cinnamon, ground cinnamon that you choose to use, and depends on how much cinnamon you like. So I did about 3 or 4 shakes. You might want to do 1 or 2 shakes. But we're going to have that. And then we are going to shake this up. Now, let me bang this, you know, to get that seal, because we don't want anything coming out. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Ow. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Okay, so I think that's good. And I'm going to sugar the rim. And how I'm going to get that rim sugared, I'm going to run the lemon around the edge of the glass. And then I'm going to dip the edges of the glass into the actual sugar. So I just take this and I kind of squeeze it as I go around. And as you can see, it's wet. So then I take this sugar and I just run it around in there, and the sugar sticks to the sides. So we have our sugared rim, and we're gonna add in some actual ice cubes, and then we're going to strain the drink in. So it's all shaken up, all mixed together really well. So I'm gonna bang this on the side to get it loosened. There we go. Then we're going to pour. So there we are. Check that out. It looks like iced tea, doesn't it? It is very representative of iced tea. But it smells really yummy. Now, before I actually taste this drink, I wanted to just kind of wrap up the thought or the conversation about how vision and purpose go hand in hand. We're always living our purpose because it's who we are. It's not something that we pick up and put on. It's a part of us. So your purpose is always being served. The vision just shows you how large or how grand of a scale you can implement your purpose if you choose to. I told you in a few videos ago that you cannot really run from your purpose. And I use my life as an example where I thought I was always running, but I was always motivating and inspiring people as I've gone along the way. I even do this in my place of employment. What I do for a living, I have people coming to me at my job needing advice, or not coming to me, but me offering my advice and my input on how to implement something. And I'm just a motivator. I'm just an inspirer. I'm just the person who can get people to do those things that they need to do. It's who I am by nature. I do it by corralling people from different teams and different departments to accomplish a goal. And I'm wondering why I'm so good at that. You know why I'm so good at that? Because that's who I am. That's my purpose. And right now I'm serving that purpose in corporate America, which means I never ran from it. I'm just not doing it in the sense that I saw myself in my vision. But ever since the pandemic began, I have been more in tune with who I am. I haven't had as many distractions. I've been able to sit down and think about and contemplate who I am and who I am meant to be here on this earth and the mark that I'm meant to leave. And I now accept that there's no running from it, and I'm going to do it. And I always ran because I feel like people throw darts at individuals in leadership because they don't understand the mantle that that person has to carry and how hard and difficult it is. My entire life, I've always related very well to people in leadership and understanding them. Right now at my job, my boss's boss, I relate to in a manner in which I think most people don't, because I understand that there's a lot of responsibility, a tremendous amount of responsibility that comes with what he does for the organization and the stress and pressure that is. And I believe I have developed a special bond with him because that is my plight. My plight is to be in leadership, and I've been running, okay? So I have great empathy for those who have accepted their mantles and are living in them, whether they're living in them in the spiritual world, the physical world. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's a heavy mantle and a heavy responsibility to bear. So I'm just here telling you today that I understand, that it's difficult to basically live your vision. Living your purpose is natural. You're going to do that, period. You can't run from purpose. Now, you can run from the ginormous vision or the scale in which your purpose was to be implemented. But remember, when you're running, there are people out here who are missing the teachings or the lessons that they're supposed to get, the motivation or the inspiration that they're supposed to receive from you. So like the example I've been given about the architecture firm, for whatever reason, the architecture, the homes, the buildings that you create, when people work in them and live in them, they are just uber inspired. It's like they feel so at peace and content, and they don't understand what it is, but it's because your hands blessed that architecture. But that's you living your purpose through a vision. If, for example, your vision was you were going to own you're going to have this big architecture firm that was going to be worldwide and have all this massive impact, but you got afraid of that and you ran, and now you work for someone else's architecture firm. Remember, I gave this example before. You're doing it on a tiny little scale where other people are telling you what to do, but you're still making an impact. But you can make a larger impact for many, many more people if you accept and walk in your vision, because your vision is the plan in which your purpose is to be implemented here on this earth. So we need to sometimes just say, it's about more than myself. So I'm going to go ahead and step into this, and I'm going to do this. And I know when I do that, God, the universe, the law of attraction is going to step in and fill in a gap where I lack, so that I can make this implementation happen on the scale that I was intended to. So this is a whiskey maple sour with a hint of cinnamon. So let's see how this tastes. Cheers! I am not a whiskey person, but I taste the maple syrup, and then licking the sugar and then taking a drink, it helps to sweeten it up. What I will do, I have some lemon in here, but I think I need to squeeze more lemon than what I actually had in there. Just, I'm going to put a little bit more lemon on top, and we're going to taste this again. Yeah, that did it. Add the extra squeeze. I might become a whiskey bourbon girl after all this is said and done. Now, remember, I do have the action guide, right? The key to activating the law of attraction action guide. Go to my website, dawndaresdream.com, scroll down to the bottom, register with your email, and we will send you the action guide. That action guide has 10 keys in it that will help you understand what has been preventing you from activating the law of attraction in a positive manner. And I say positive manner because the law of attraction is always working. You might be attracting negative into your life. You may be attracting that negativity, right? These 10 keys help you to understand why you're doing that, and to help you to change your energy flow from negative to positive through the 10 concepts. This action guide does not cost you a thing. Just go to my website, dawndaresdream.com, scroll down to the bottom, and leave your email. And if you like this video, give me thumbs up. Also, down here at the bottom, there's going to be a share button with an arrow. Click on that and share this video to your social media platform. And also leave me a comment try this cocktail, come back to the video, leave me a comment. Let me know how it was, because I actually like it. And like I said, I am not a whiskey girl or bourbon girl. And I'm so funny, I'm sorry. But this drink is so good. I'm like, it wows me how good a cocktail can be. Because the irony is that's what makes it a cocktail. It's just not a drink where somebody threw some ingredients together. They thought about the ratio and the amounts. Just like when you're cooking food, you need a certain amount of certain things. There's a certain ratio that makes the flavor taste good or appealing to your palate. Same with making cocktails. That is why I'm coming to you to show you how to do it. Now, the last thing is, if you haven't subscribed, my face is going to be up here in a circle. I need you to click on my face, select the gray bell, select all, and you'll be notified to all the new content I'm going to place up here to YouTube. And also, next to the circle with my face, there's going to be another box, and it's going to be a playlist. It's all about vision. Click on that and go catch up on any of the videos that you have missed, and rewatch any of the videos that were inspiring to you, but you didn't catch it all. Because sometimes you hear something once, but you need to hear it more than one time. Go back to the playlist, watch the videos at your leisure, and then begin to implement them in an effective manner. So I thank you for hanging out with me today. I thank you for hanging out with me for Happy Hour from